Hi everybody, time for some more sim racing. My favourite part of the week, when I get to race and compete against other people. Anyway, should be getting a bit of a clue of the style of car from the picture on the screen at the moment. So I think we're getting the car, straighten the steering wheel up. Yep, back into single seaters, Formula 1 cars, 1975 I believe. So something a little bit different. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And we're at the A1 ring, Spielberg, but on the original version of the circuit, the old circuit. So as you can see, we've gone past what is now the new turn 1 onto this crazy long fast curve. Now, I wanted to do this for a while, partly because whenever they go to the F1 race at Spielberg, they always talk about the old circuit and how crazy and fast the first corner is. So this is about now where they join back onto the existing circuit along the top here, even though the corner we're coming up to is slightly different, but you get the general layout. So that's why I've decided to go with the 75 Formula 1 cars that obviously raced around this circuit, and yeah, do this race. Being as I'm from England, I did think about doing James Hunt. Obviously, like I say, being English, was a big fan of James Hunt back in the day. Yeah, I know, I am that old, believe it or not. I decided, out of a bit of a tribute, I decided to be Niki Lauda. So I'm in the Ferrari. I'm sure I won't go anywhere near as fast as he did around this circuit. Right, so anyway, let's start the first lap of qualifying. As you can see from the track map, there's quite a few cars out on circuit. And here we go through this fast corner. So what we're doing, about 165. Wow, doesn't seem too bad. Like I say, they always talk about that curve on the TV. Whoa, 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 blimey. Okay, through there, not too bad. So this will be the first timed lap. As usual with all my sim racing videos, I've had a little practice off camera just to get a feel for the car and feel for the circuit. Not too difficult to learn the circuit, as I know the A1 ring quite well from watching it on TV. Obviously there's a few little differences with this circuit, but nothing crazy to try and remember. And now we're doing the 15-minute qualifying session, and then I'll do a 15-lap race. So like I say, I've had a little practice. Pretty interesting car to drive. Circuit's pretty cool. A couple of corners that I'm struggling with. As with most of my videos, this always ends up being a bit of a bogey corner or two. So I think the worst corner. Right, anyway, so let's have a look. So we put in first lap of a 140. Obviously we've gone first, and then second because we was first out. Got out pretty early as usual to try and get as much track time as possible. Wow, so they're running so far 1:38.8, so we're about second, or nearly 2 seconds off. Well, actually just over 2 seconds. Right, this corner here, this section here is not my favourite. Obviously coming around the left-hander. I'm going to try and get straight as possible before you start braking for this really long corner, which is really quite different to the way they've reprofiled it for the new circuit. Again, this is quite tricky, not so bad. This is quite a simple-ish corner, he says, as he gets it a bit sideways. That corner's not as easy as you would think, because you can't really see the apex until you've committed. So you turn in too early, oh, you're on the grass, turn in too late, oh, you're on the grass the other side. So it's a bit of a, do you go through there flat out or not? So anyway, oh, we've chipped off a, whoa, blimey, keep on the circuit. It's not really where I want to be going off the circuit before this 165 mile an hour right hand curve. So we've chipped off a second. Let's put us in 11th. This corner's not too bad, it's a pretty straight braking section. Obviously it's quite fast. Oh, we've put half a second up on this lap. It's one of them sort of corners where brake us just a little bit too early and you just seem to lose loads of time. So this corner, it's really tricky. It's kind of, do you run it sort of high like that? That's really not my favourite. But like I say, braking to get into the corner after that left-hand flick makes it interesting. Oh, we're not doing too bad on this lap. Oh, 6-7 tenths up. So we're about a second and a half down. Ooh. On provisional pole. We're sitting in 11th at the moment. I've lost a little bit of time, damn. 10th and a half. Oh, completely lost it all. Ooh. Coming into that last corner. Wow, that was a bit disappointing. At one point there I was about 7 tenths up. The last couple of corners, obviously just braked a smidge too early. Right, have to keep pounding round, I think. So not too bad a run through there, picked up 3 tenths. See what we can do coming into my favourite corner. So yeah, you come left, turn left, and you've got to try and get as straight as you can before you start hitting the brakes. Okay, that wasn't too bad, quite happy with that. Didn't really lose any time, maybe gained a 10th. Oh, a little bit too early on the throttle there. Turned in a little bit too early there. So you lose time going through there because I'm not going through there flat out quite yet. Probably go through there flat out. The tyres should be up to temperature. So down to 400ths. Wow. Maybe I've peaked. Hopefully not, because I did run a considerably quicker time in practice. We've actually been knocked down to 14th by other people going quicker. Nice crowd watching. So again, pulled about 4-5 tenths coming into that first braking zone for the lap. So you don't brake for the first corner. So what we can do coming into here, pretty straight. Nice on the brakes. Don't go on the throttle too early. That's quite nice. Yeah, that's. I'd like to be able to do it like that every lap. Actually picked up a tenth or two. I'm sure this is going to be completely different when I've got 20 odd other cars around me. Steady. Okay, so I'm holding nice half a second again. Just not getting the turn in there. Lose much, which is nice. Wow, flipping out, this is turned into a nice lap. 6-7 tenths up. Hopefully get me down lowish. Mid 39s, 39.4. 13th place. Ooh, no, not again. Can't get off that grass on the left. So what are we? 9 tenths off of provisional pole. 39.4. Okay, thought I drove that pretty well. I'm down. Okay. Perhaps I'm not going to do much better than the 39.4. Wow, that would be a little bit disappointing. Wow. Keep it on the road. Quite a tricky car to drive this, as you can expect from a 1975 vintage of Formula 1 car. A lot of power. I feel a bit like I'm a lumberjack or something. I feel like I'm soaring at the wheel all the time. Oh, I've actually picked up a little bit of time. Kind of flat out, not really. 2 tenths. Ooh, I'll take that. Perhaps I was going through there quicker than I thought. Last corner. Saw. Oh, nice last corner. So we'll take the line for this lap. That's going to give me a 39. Oh, so close to a 38. Talking up to 11th. We do another lap. I don't think I'm going to have time to pit and regroup, unfortunately. Oh, steady. That's the problem with this car. You need to be as straight as you can. I'm sure that's the case with most racing cars. You need to be pretty straight before you start hitting the brakes. But this seems to be even more so. Watch the throttle. No. Oh, flipping heck. Okay. That's probably pretty much done me for qualifying. Wow. Got on the throttle a little bit too early. A little bit too much too early. Let's have a little feel of the steering. Not too bad. Right. So, shall we carry on? Am I going to get any higher? I'm not really quite sure what to do now. We've been knocked down to 12th already. We've only got 1 minute 50 left on the time, so I really don't know what we're going to quite do here. Probably going to call it a day, I think.
Yellow flag.
Because I'm probably not going to improve. And even if I did a pit stop now, I haven't got time to get round, so that's going to be it, I think, I'm afraid. Back Car's just gone out, but I don't think he's going to make it round. So we've already been knocked down to 13th. So unfortunately it's just a case of sitting here and waiting. They've done the pit stop, but there's no point in going out. I don't know why he's going out. Not going to make it round with 40 seconds. The agonising sit and wait. Can't do anything to better myself. Like I say, we've already been knocked down to 13th from 11th, where we were when we posted the 39.0. Oh, interesting.
Across the blend line, there are cars at the pit exit. The caution flag is out.
That was interesting. My teammate came in behind me and hunted me forward. I think we'd call that. Wow, wasn't expecting that. Oh, you've got to laugh sometimes. Anyway, we'll watch the sad drive into the pits with a damaged car. Looking at that, we've been knocked down to 14th. Oh, as he says that, we're knocked down to 15th. Wow, okay. I think we'll get to the race. Right, okay, so it's time to race. After a pretty interesting qualifying session, we've ended up in 15th, as you can see. So let's take the quick tour of the circuit. There was the fast first corner, that's the second corner, third, my bit of a bogey corner. That's an interesting little corner. And obviously back onto the start finish straight. So as we get into the car, here we go. First gear, up on the revs, wait for the lights. See what we can do with a clutch start. Not that good a start. Whoa. Getting passed by one car. Not too bad. I thought it was a worse start than that. Whoa, blimey. Wasn't quite anticipating them slowing down quite so much. Okay, he's gone back around the outside. Oh, he's gone around that side. Oh, that was a bit of fun. It was interesting. So we lost a couple of places off the start. I don't think we're going to do much coming into here. Oh, fluff that up a bit. He's having a look in the mirror there. You can see him having a look. Again, kind of, whoa, flipping heck. I suppose the trouble with these cars is they're pretty wide old cars, as you can see from the width of them back tyres. Not the widest of circuits. Go defensive. I think he's going to go around the outside. Might be able to hold it on the inside. I think we've held him off. So we've still only lost 2 places off the start. Not too bad, I suppose. Okay, looked like there was something going on in the mirror behind us. Not much doing at the moment. Let's get through this first lap. Hopefully keep on the tail of these in front. Steady through that corner on cold tyres. Oh, that's not really the best line going into there. As you can see, the rest of the field streaming out in front of us. Not going to get a very good run onto the start finish straight. Kind of got some wheel spin or something coming out of the corner there. First time in anger through the fast corner. Whoa, blimey, where'd you come from? Flipping it, I wasn't expecting that. He's looking the other side. Okay, not too bad, holding him off behind. Let's get on the throttle, let's go. Let's catch up with these in front. Right on their toes. Got through the first lap or so. Hopefully things are settled down after the first corner and this top straight where they was all sort of backing up a little bit. And we can start trying to overtake some people. Tyres should be coming up to temperature now. Oh, yeah, there's a little space. I'll try that. Oh, that's an interesting little spot to try and overtake. No, not full throttle yet. I'm going to try and go through there full throttle. Oh, slow down. Oh, that's going to mess up my exit. As I say, completely different with other cars on the circuit. Not close enough to do anything this time. Lost, like I say, completely fluffed the last corner. Hopefully there's nobody, oh, that close to the grass. Hopefully there's nobody coming from behind. Looks like he's had a little bit of a problem. Looks like we're going to go for the inside. Yep. Hold it together. Plenty of sawing on the steering wheel. Wow. I feel like I've had a workout already and I've only done 3 laps. Only another 12 to go. So that's got us back up into 15th. Back where we started. Wow. Let's see what we can do now with these in front. Plenty of cars in front. Haven't got any idea what sort of lap time I'm running. Even though with other cars on the circuit, obviously they're probably not going to be anything to write home about. Oh, no, yeah, no. Oh, come on, Buster. Let's go. Put me completely on the wrong line. Oh, he's having a look on the outside. Just put myself on the grass. Come on, get off the grass. Wow. Completely changes the dynamic having other cars on the circuit with these. Wow. Especially, like I say, as they're so wide, obviously you've got to be careful of interlocking tyres as they're single, open wheel cars. Not really close enough. Getting the slipstream or pulling up on him, maybe. Don't quite think so. Maybe not. Have to be a bit of a dive. He's been held up. I think I'll take that. I think I might have clipped him. Oh, didn't put him off, did I? Sorry, Buster, if I did. Wasn't my intention. It was only the lightest of little clips if I did touch him. We've still got quite a nice gaggle of cars in front of us. A little bit of a gap behind us, 1.1 second breathing space behind, so that's nice. That's not a very good line into there, turned in a bit early. I was on the wrong line to start with, I think. Oh! Give him a little nudge to know I'm there, and he kind of very gentlemanly pulled out of the way. Brought us up to 13th. Keep off the grass. Oh my God, what are you doing? That's the trouble. The grass is very close in a lot of places, right up to the edge of the circuit. And this is the way they used to race back in the 70s. Barriers really close, grass right up to the edge of the circuit. 170-mile-an-hour corner. Very little runoff, just an arm go barrier. Right, don't think I'm going to be quite close enough. Oh, looks like I scared him out of the way. Wow. I showed him my nose, wasn't sure that was going to come off. I was hoping I could get stopped. Oh, we're not doing too bad at the moment. Got up to 12th. Oh, blimey, come on. Really not getting on with this corner at all. Well, it's more the braking into the corner. The corner's not the best either, I must admit, but it's getting into the corner I'm struggling with a little bit, I think. Oh, mess that up a little bit. 5 laps down. Let's take a breath. So I feel like I've done a full workout already, just for 5 laps. That's pretty much full throttle through there now. So I've got about half a second behind me. What are we, about half a second in front or so. Too bad a run out of the last corner. Let's see what we can do down to corner number 2. Obviously we've got this long flat out section, right hand curve, flat out, a little bit of a straight, flat out, little right kink, flat out, left curve, flat out, and then a big braking zone to what is quite a fast corner actually, well 100-ish miles an hour. Oh, they're having some fun and games in front, slowing themselves up, which is nice. Looks like he's been hung out to dry. Could be my next victim. Not coming into here, I don't think. Here we go, we've got about a second gap behind us. A second or so in front. Kind of in a bit of a middle ground. Try and at least catch up to these 3 in front. They've kind of evened out a bit. But hopefully they can still hold each other up. Right, let's try and get a decent run out of here. Nothing special unfortunately, so I don't think that's gonna even get me into the toe of the one in front. No, they're all in each other's toes, so they're pulling each other along and I'm out I'm out on my own unfortunately. Oh, they're doing some overtaking. Slowing each other up again, good. Brings them in a little bit closer. Trouble is, coming up to my bogey corner, which is either going to go really well or really bad. Oh, not too bad. Looks like I'm holding the ground. Possibly gained a little bit. Let's get on the throttle. Anything doing through here? Maybe a little bit early there. Come on, they're so tantalisingly close. No, fluff that up a little bit. Full throttle through here. No, turned in a little bit too late. Got a little bit scared, heading towards the grass. Do a better last corner. Oh, that was not too bad. Looks like I'm going to get in his slipstream. He seems to have lost in front. Go for it. Seem to have lost the toe from the ones in front. Oh, he's still there. Yeah, I must admit that is pretty exhilarating going through there. I always talk about that fast corner, 170 mile an hour corner. It's pretty... Oh, no, what are you doing? I think he gave me a nudge from behind. Wow, wasn't sure I was going to stop there. That was nearly a disaster. Pretty rubbish driving, I have to say. We survived. Where is he behind me? I'm more concerned with the one behind me than them in front. Got a little bit of ground to catch up. That's not really going to help me. And the two in front, where is he behind? About half a second. Again, that's not a very good line into there. Wow. Getting to that, well, we're about halfway through the race. Don't tell me I'm going to fall apart already, halfway through the race. So where are we? Let's have a little half race recap. Started in 15th, dropped down to about 17th, I believe, from the start until the end of the first lap. Gained them 2 positions back to get me back to 15th. And I've gained another 4 positions to get me up to 11th. Also I've got these 2 cars in sight in front of me. Oh, it's not very good through there. Well, they're about 1.5 seconds or so, nearly 2 seconds up the road, which is not very good. See what I can do. Hopefully they can hold each other up a little bit. Obviously I've still got this car behind me, right behind me. Oh, as you can see in the mirror there. So unfortunately, if anything, I'm the one slowing down. I'm the one being held up. Well, I'm going to hold myself up. I'm trying to defend the car behind. So am I going to be able to catch the 2, which is kind of turned into 3 in front? Really don't know. That should help. Full throttle through there. Nice. Giving me 1/2 second little gap to the car behind. Not too bad a run through there. I'll take that. Holding 6-7 tenths to the car behind. Still keeping just about in touch with the cars in front. A little bit of work to do to catch them up. 5 laps left. Not really sure if I'm going to be able to catch them, unfortunately. I don't know. Let's see. Not too concerned about the car behind at the moment. Even though he is still there, 3 tenths, 4 tenths. Not concerned with trying to catch the 2 in front. Well, the 1 in front initially. Let's see what we can do coming into my bogey corner. Not really the best line. See, he's right behind me again. Oh, he's looking down the inside. Oh my god. Wow. Defensive. Whoa, hello. We're going to get a freebie. Wow, I'll take that. Thanks, buddy. I wasn't expecting that. Wow, nice. Oh, he's decided he wants to get racy now, get his place back. Got somebody else hot on my tail. 10 laps to go in 10th place. Well, we've made it to the top 10. Can I keep it in the top 10? Oh, a very good run through there. Let's see what we can do down the start-finish straight. They've kind of bought themselves behind, so we've got 7 tenths behind. That's okay. Nothing to worry about in front at the moment. Whoa. Clip the grass there. But you do have to say, looking at that view in front of you, while we're not racing with other cars and we've got time to sort of have a look at the view, pretty awesome place to race. You've got to say, pretty scenic. Pretty much every way you turn, mountains in front of you. Lovely. Not that we're here to look at the scenery. I just thought, well, we've got a second there where we've got a little bit of leeway behind us. A little bit of leeway in front of us, even though I think these 2 are actually slowing themselves up. Take a look at the scenery. Again, trees, hills. Beautiful circuit to race at. Right, okay, so they're kind of fighting with themselves. I've got a little bit of a gap behind. I don't know that that's going to help. maybe one more place, who knows. 7/10 behind, so I'm not going to worry too much about defending. Just got to worry about getting in and out of these corners efficiently. Hoping I can keep it together for the next 4 laps. Seem to have my one lap on lap, but about lap 8 where I kind of fell apart. I think I've got it back together a little bit. I think I'm catching. Probably not quite in the slipstream yet, but I think I'm definitely catching. Actually put a second to the car behind, under a second to the cars in front. Let's see what we can do. Well, I have to say that these are a lot of fun. This has been a fun race. Obviously, no chance of the win, no chance of the podium. Whoa, 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 blimey, no, no, no. Don't throw it all away now. I'm trying. Lost a little bit to the ones in front. They're so tantalisingly close, look. Happy to get one. If I could get both of them, wow. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's get a good run out of here. Oh, that was nice. That was a nice run out of there. I'll take that. Come on, in the slipstream. Let's get into the slipstream. Here it comes. Because I'm going to catch him just in the wrong place. I think we're playing it safe and not try and dive bomb him. Let's see what we can do now. I think I've kept it just. Maybe I backed off a little bit too much there. Maybe I should have pulled out. I think I've blown my opportunity. Oh no, maybe I've made a mistake there. Had kind of 2 opportunities where I decided to hang back a second, maybe for the next corner, and maybe especially that second time on the straight, maybe I should have just pulled out and. Come on, so I'll keep with them. Kind of drop back a little bit too much here. Okay, flat out through there, that's going to help me. So I can get a good run through this last corner. No, maybe a little bit early on the throttle. On the throttle a little bit too early. Not earlier than he was. I'm in that same position, but I'm going to stay here. He's just a little bit quicker than me. Just going to throw everything at it this time. I have to, aren't I? Oh, am I going to stop? Oh, a little bit of contact. Should I have got that position? Didn't really smash into him. I maybe nudged him, rubbed him. I think that was all. That's it. Throw it all away. Well, he's still on the road, he's still behind me, so I would call that firm but fair. Tell me what you think. So we're up to 9th, wow. I really don't think I'm going to do much with the car in front. 0.3 to the car behind. I think now it's more going to be about trying to keep 9th than maybe getting 8th. just over 1 lap to go. Just hold it together for this last lap. So get a decent-ish run onto the start-finish straight.
1 lap to go.
Hear the immortal words, 1 lap to go. Oh, got about 0.8 behind, okay, so I'm feeling a little bit safer from the car behind. Oh, blimey, no, no, no. That's it, throw it all away on the last lap. That's a good idea. I really don't think I'm going to do anything with this car in front, so I don't think we go crazy trying to catch him up particularly. Just need to worry about the car behind, which we'll get just over a second to him, so I think we're pretty much okay. No heroics on this last lap. Let's get it to the flag. Take what I feel is quite a well-deserved 9th place. Wow. I feel absolutely done in after 15 laps. How they did probably 3 or 4 times that, I really don't know. Wow. Amazing. So you have to take your hats off to these guys that, oh, blimey, no, no, what are you doing, man? That was a bit of a disaster. Giving him a sniff from behind. Even up about half a second to the car behind. Certainly have to take, as I was saying, you certainly have to take your hats off to the guys that used to drive these cars back in the 70s. And as we take the flag, we take 9th place. And there we are. There's our Ferrari. Wow, what a race. What a car. What a circuit. Well, I have to say I'm pretty pleased with... Oh, that's it, drive off the circuit. Yeah, I'm pretty glad I did this circuit, like I say, after hearing all the hype and talk of how the old A1 ring used to be with the fast first corner. Yeah, certainly a lot of fun. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. And I hope you like the video, maybe consider subscribing. And as my voice goes completely shot, until next time, oh blimey, will I make it? Until next time, bye.